welcome to my life.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Not So Rich, Not So Famous. We are in season 2. It was unexpected for season 1 to end so early, but I'll fill you in on that later. So basically, I've been kind of under the radar for the past 6 months. There's been a lot of things that have happened in my life, and I figured before we actually start in on all these new adventures and escapades, I need to catch you all up on what has actually happened in my life. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this I might get emotional. You all do need to be updated on what's been going on in my life, and I owe it to you guys, and I'm a real person, real human being with real feelings and emotions just like all of you guys. So let's go ahead and back up to July 14th. Okay, I know I put out an episode in September, but my Mimi got diagnosed with leukemia July 14th. And that's honestly, things weren't necessarily going very much in my favor after that. We put out season 1, episode 4, You're Not Alone. I done a lot of work on myself to actually get to that point. I mean, last year was complete and total hell for me. Now, I'd been going through a lot because, you know, one of the greatest people I've ever known in my life, my Mimi, had gotten diagnosed with cancer. So I was just like trying to power through and like not even really take time to just be in the moment and to feel. I was completely and totally starting to mask my emotions whenever it came to that. Because I was kind of in denial. I just didn't want to believe this was happening. So then, fast forward, somebody who really means the entire world to me. I've actually known this guy for like 9 years. Me and him ended up getting back in touch with each other. It was a great time. He was there for me through, you know, the whole thing with my Mimi. And I'm so thankful for him. You know who you are. But yeah, anyway, so... So starting right after that, I decided to go back east to actually see him and spend time with him. And oh my gosh, we went to one of the most haunted places in the United States. That was absolutely traumatizing and one of the most scared I've ever been in my entire life. Right here, basically, we think we saw a demon. So that was definitely fun. I was there for almost a week, I believe. I was actually at his house whenever my mom called me and told me that my Mimi was going to stop doing her blood transfusions. Now, with leukemia, you have to continuously be having those blood transfusions or else your body does not generate blood to live. So I knew at that moment that I knew in that moment that, you know, we were basically coming to the end of the road with her. Now, during this time, I'd went off the grid, you know. I didn't really want to talk to anybody about it. The people who I did, you know, were my absolute closest friends. And I'm so thankful that I was with someone at the time whenever I found out that news. And I didn't necessarily have to be by myself. I was in very good company. So with that being said, I was like, okay, well, I'm just not going to go back to California right now. I'll just go down to Tennessee. So I was in Tennessee, and I was there for my Mimi's last moments. Hi, Mimi.
Hello, my Shelby.
I love you.
Oh, I love you more, honey. That's not exactly what she said. And I can't get up.
You did not want a chicken fajita.
Oh, one bite.
She did want that strawberry margarita.
She
I had this.
Yeah, she was happy with that strawberry.
Mixed with a little morphine, it must have been really good.
It was amazing and it was a blessing. And although it is by far one of the most difficult things I've ever had to continuously go through, I'm thankful that I was there. Mimi ended up passing away in the middle of November, and after Thanksgiving I ended up going back again and spending some time with that guy. And I know in episode 4 of season 1 I talked about I didn't want to let anybody else in. Like it was going to be extremely hard for me, and that person had to have been very, very special to me for me to allow them to come into my life after working so hard on myself. Well, we all know me and my relationship situation, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, and this was someone that I had known for years. So I naturally just opened myself back up to this person and trusted this person implicitly. And I'm glad I did, you know. However, I ended up getting my heart broken. So I failed to mention that back in September, I practically lost my job. So I lost my job, I lost my Mimi, and I lost somebody that meant the absolute world to me, or got hurt by that person. And I do know that it wasn't intentional, but it could have been avoided. It was just loss after loss after loss, and I was lost. I decided that, you know, I just needed to take a step back from everyone, everything. I wasn't happy. I was extremely depressed. I was in an extremely vulnerable state, and I was scared for myself because I was like, how in the world am I going to come out of this? Like, I'm completely and totally lost. And I couldn't even think about doing anything with Not So Rich, Not So Famous. That's why I had to just take a step back. So I ended up going back to Tennessee. I was there until after New Year's, and honestly, I was there for, I think, 2 weeks. I'm so glad I was able to have all of these things happen that were just so negative, then to be able to try to really spend that time home to work on myself and to be like, okay, this is what needs to be done. Whenever I get back to LA, this is what I'm gonna do. I mapped out exactly what I was gonna do. I was like, I'm gonna get back in the gym and, you know, start just being healthy mind, body, and soul. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's true. I needed to work on myself from the inside out. But with that being said, I came back here. I've been mapping out everything in Not So Rich, Not So Famous. I'm so excited about this season, and it's actually going to be a longer season than 4 episodes. Sorry about that, you guys. I literally dove into like 3 different businesses, and it's been so great. I've been so busy, but I'm happy. And I'm not going to sit here and say that everything is absolutely perfect, because it's not. It's never going to be perfect. However, I am working on so many different things. I've made some amazing connections, especially for the show, and I'm so excited for what's to come. But long story short, I mean, I feel like the last 6 months of my life, it was definitely a growing experience. How beautiful is it to literally be able to have your heart completely shattered and you be like on the ground, and then it all ends up coming to you, and you just have to take one foot and put it in front of the other and make decisions for yourself. I'm learning that every single person that comes into your life is a lesson, and the more that you accept them and see them as a lesson, the better off you're gonna be. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm so thankful for everybody over the last 6 months that was there for me through my losses, and through all the heartache I had, because it was not fun. We're not stopping here. I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up. And I'm gonna keep on keeping on, because it was all part of the story. And oh shit. Yeah, I'm just really excited. And I want to thank you guys so much for your support. So anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!
Of trains that bleed the